Okay, so strangely enough, St. Louis was a bit more epic than Tulsa. You would think not, but it was. We didn't get back to St. Louis until, I think like 8? No. Yeah, sometime around like 8 in the morning. And so we slept for a couple hours, I think about 2, and then decided that we would get ready and head down to the walk. It was at 1 o'clock on SLU's campus, so St. Louis University. So we got there, and surprisingly enough, there were a bunch of people there. It was like by the bookstore, but most of the people weren't Hanson fans, it seemed like. But it was very, very organized. The campus reps for Tom's like helped to organize it, and so they were out there taking all the registration stuff and everything. It was so amazing. Like, they were amazingly organized. It was awesome. And the boys came out and they did their little spiel and whatever, and we did the walk. I started off not walking by anybody, and then I was walking by Zach for a while, but he didn't talk to me. He was talking to people on the other side of me, and then I don't know, like all of a sudden he like sped up really fast and started talking to this guy. I don't really know, but then they were walking really slow, and Morgan and Lauren had already caught up to Taylor. So I just like went at my pace and caught up with the Taylor pod that always follows him. So I was right up in the front for the mid-walk speech, and I have video, a little bit of video of that. He was kind of talking to us about some stuff, about our feet hurting and whatever. So we did that, and then on the way back we just kind of walked. We were a little bit in front of Taylor because we like turned around and walked back. But it was really funny because on the way back, for some reason, like Zach and Isaac's groups had gotten across the street, the main street, Grand Boulevard in St. Louis. It's a big major street that cuts through campus. They had already crossed the street, and then our pod was kind of left in the back on its own, and we reached the crosswalk, but like there's no like light there. You just have to like cross when traffic is down. So jokingly, I don't know why I do this, I turned around to Taylor and I go, "Taylor, can you help us cross the street?" Kind of like a little kid. And he like looked at me for a second. Then he goes, yeah, like I'll come help you. I'll like walk with you. And so he walked up there. He got ahead of us, and he like, these girls were gonna cross, and he was like in very much a dad voice was like, "No guys, wait a second. Like I'm gonna do this." And so he like walked out with his megaphone and was like, "Stop, like traffic, hold up, I have a megaphone, I'm cool, like let us cross." It was so funny. Like, I felt like he was such a dad in that moment. It was so funny though. But so after that, we got back in the bookstore, and they played, they gave like, Taylor gave his speech, and then they played Great Divide Acoustic. Sorry. And then they told us that they'd brought along a bunch of walk books, and that if people bought a walk book, they would sign it right there. But that's all that they were going to sign. So they actually had like a little table, like a book signing. It was funny. And they sat there and signed everybody's and like personalized them, which was nice. I didn't get one because I already have one, and I was going to bring mine to my meet and greet anyway. But then we noticed that a bunch of people were like taking pictures with Taylor, and he was like, oh yeah, like I'll take a picture with you. So we're like, this is totally our chance. So we went over there, and Morgan got her picture, Lauren got her picture, and then Morgan decided that she would like introduce me, or like we decided that Morgan would introduce me to Taylor because like she knows him, like they know each other. So she's like, Taylor, this is my friend Michelle. And he goes to shake my hand, but instead of just like a normal handshake, like I went to pull away, and he like was doing all this weird stuff, and I had no idea what he was doing. And he was like, nope, you got it, and one more, and yeah. And I was like, I have no idea what you're doing. And so he like stood there and like showed me how to do this handshake. It was so funny, so funny. Like, I don't even know why. It was so weird. So then I got my picture with him, and but before that, when Lauren got her picture, Zach went to like hand Taylor a book, and Taylor was of course facing us, and he just started yelling at us. He was like, you're taking him away from signing. And I got him in the background of her picture screaming at us, so pretty funny. Not like 80 million girls hadn't already asked Taylor for pictures, whatever.